This is the afternoon weather briefing. This is for Monday, the 10th of February. This is James Spann. Alabama's weather getting very active. We've got multiple heavy rain possibilities along the way, the chance of severe storms over the next 7 days at times. So let's break it down. Now let's begin with the current upper air look across the country today. And again, it's a zonal flow. A surface front has been creeping to the south, and it's over South Alabama. And a lot of clouds around today. There's the visible satellite view. A little sun, but not much. We'll check the radar composite, and you can see a few little patches of light rain through parts of northwest Alabama. We're live at 250. Little light rain falling in parts of Cullman, Winston, Walker, Marion counties, but a pretty good chunk of the state rain-free. Now, north of that front, we have 40s and 50s, a very cool day. Temperatures are below average for a change. Over the northern half of the state, look at Haleyville at 49, Cullman at 50, Huntsville at 50. Montgomery in the cool air, they've got 59, but you cross on the other side of that front, Dothan, 75, Mobile, 68. And that thing's going to be just kind of waffling back and forth across the state over the next several days. So here's the watch warning map. There is a flash flood watch in effect now for parts of North Georgia and East Tennessee. And one might be issued for parts of Alabama and the rest of the Deep South as we go through midweek. But for the moment, we have no watches for Alabama. And keep in mind, north of Alabama, while we get the rain, they're going to see a lot of snow from parts of Kentucky over toward Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. Winter storm warnings in effect. The counties in pink on that map. Winter storm warnings for parts of Kansas. Winter storm watches up to Chicago. Winter weather advisories down into parts of Oklahoma and the Texas Panhandle. So here's the severe weather outlook through tonight. No severe storms expected. Tomorrow, again, no severe storms expected. There could be some thunder west of Alabama, Mississippi, and points west into Texas. However, on day 3, which is Wednesday, we have a risk of severe storms defined from near Beaumont, Texas, over to the Alabama-Georgia state line, the Chattahoochee. The area has been expanded on the update this afternoon for Wednesday, and this is Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday night. And you can see we now have a level 2 out of 5 risk over parts of West Alabama, areas in yellow on that map. That would be basically from near Utah and York down toward Thomasville, Grove Hill, and Milry. Other than that, the northern 3/4 of the state and a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk of severe storms. And again, this is for Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night. And then on Saturday, we have a risk of severe storms defined pretty much statewide. And this is mainly for Saturday afternoon and Saturday night with a pretty dynamic system coming in here. So as you can see, we've got a lot of things going on, and we really cannot focus on that event until we get past the midweek event. But the one thing we can promise you, it's going to rain a lot. I mean a lot. This is rain for the next 7 days between now and Monday morning of next week. And this is suggesting Huntsville, 7.3 inches. That is a lot of rain for 1 week. Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Anniston, Gadsden, amounts there 5 to 7 inches. And then the numbers are lower down in South Alabama, 1 to 2 inches for places like Mobile, Andalusia, Enterprise, and Dothan. So let's go through everything here. We'll see if we can answer your questions. Model fans, here's the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid tomorrow at 3. Big trough off to the west. And again, with that stall front, we'll have a wave of low pressure moving along the front. That's going to bring a big rain mass in here. We'll have rain at times tomorrow and tomorrow night and into Wednesday. And on Wednesday, a 1,002 millibar surface low shows up just north of Florence. This would be valid Wednesday afternoon. And again, we note while we have the rain and storms here, look at all the snow up north. It's going to be a big one for Kansas City, St. Louis, Chicago. A lot of snow there. But let's look at the severe weather possibilities on Wednesday. Rain is a given. So first off, these are temperatures. This is Wednesday afternoon at 3 o'clock, and you can see that front very well defined just north of Birmingham. South of that front, you've got 60s and 70s. North of that front, you've got 40s and 50s. So obviously, any severe storms would be south of the front where the air is warm, and accordingly, the instability values, of course, line up with the warmer temperatures. And those numbers are not overwhelming. This is the surface-based CAPE. And again, you don't need a lot for severe weather this time of the year, but those numbers are not especially high. This is the SRH, and again, this is all Wednesday afternoon at 3. SRH is storm relative helicity, veering of the wind with altitude in relation to storm motion. And the really big numbers are in the cold air, north of the front. However, there's a decent amount in the warm sector and maybe enough for a rotating updraft somewhere. This is the STP, the significant tornado parameter, Wednesday afternoon at 3. And you can see the higher values over parts of west and southwest Alabama and the southern half of Mississippi, where you got a few spots there with 3 and 4 unit STP values. So again, the thing Wednesday, the flooding is probably the greatest concern. But having said that, there's no doubt we could certainly see some strong storms, possibly with gusty winds, small hail. And could there be an isolated tornado? Yes, I'd say the chance is not especially high, but certainly it's not totally out of the question. But in terms of the rain this week, this is the forecast from the National Digital Forecast Database, NDFD. And you can see, and again, this does not count the rain we see this weekend. This is just for the midweek system. Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Anniston, 3 to 4 inches, 4 to 6 for places like Cullman, Huntsville, Fort Payne, Gadsden, Fayette, Jasper. That's a lot of rain. And then down in South Alabama, the amount's closer to 1 inch for the midweek system. So we'll be watching for the potential for strong, maybe a few severe storms Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday night. But the greater threat would be from potential flooding. Of course, the ground is not saturated. Much of the state's still in drought conditions, which is good. We can take a lot of water, but that much in 2 days, we'll have to watch for flooding. So Thursday, the rain should be ending pretty early in the day. By Thursday afternoon, the bulk of the rain should be out of here, the sky becoming partly to mostly sunny. And again, we'll cool down. Wednesday, from Birmingham south, we'll probably see low 70s, but on Thursday, highs go back in the 50s for the northern half of the state. And then Friday should be a nice day. Now, Friday morning, we're going to be pretty chilly. We're going to be down in the low and mid-30s. Colder pockets might see a freeze. The high Friday, low to mid-60s. The sky will be mostly sunny, a nice quiet day. And then, boom, here comes our next system for Saturday. And we note the GFS depicting a 1,002 millibar low just south of Memphis over the Mississippi Delta. And this is the projected instability Saturday afternoon coming off the European global model. And again, like the Wednesday situation, the numbers are not especially high. And that could be the limiting factor, but the dynamics will be stronger with the weekend system. The wind fields are stronger with the Saturday system compared to the midweek system. And that's the reason that SPC has gone ahead and identified a severe weather risk for much of Alabama, Saturday afternoon and Saturday night. But again, I stress, we just will not be able to be specific about the details on that threat, the magnitude of the threat, the timing, all of that, until we get past our midweek system. So by Thursday, we'll get a good close-up look at the weekend system. And then Sunday, everything's gone. So the main rain and storm activity over the weekend, Saturday afternoon, Saturday night. Sunday will be colder. Highs drop in the 50s for much of the state. And this is a week from today, Monday the 17th. A pretty cold vortex over eastern Canada and a pretty chilly air mass dropping in here. Again, this is a week from today. Lows will likely be in the 20s for the northern half of the state. We might see a freeze deep into South Alabama. The high Monday, upper 40s and low 50s. Let's keep going. Let's go out 10 days. This is Thursday the 20th. Again, broad troughing to the north, and that looks kind of cold and dry for most of the state. Maybe some showers for South Alabama. But again, no doubt, temperatures are going to be trending colder next week once we get past the Saturday storm system. Wow, check this out. Rain for Birmingham. This is coming off the European ensemble. The mean, it's up there right at 6 inches between now and the 25th of February. A lot of rain. It's a roller coaster ride. National blend of models. This is for Birmingham. Of course, your number could be different. But look at that. We've got 71 on Wednesday. We cool down to 58 on Thursday, then back to 71 on Saturday. Then by Monday of next week, the high 49. So numbers are just all over the board here with these various fronts coming through. And just in, hot off the presses, this is the 8 to 14-day guidance. This is for the 18th through the 24th. Hey, we're in the blue. So temperatures below average during that time frame if this forecast happens to verify. Hey, let's roll some Children's of Alabama Kid Cam. 6th graders, Marbury Middle School, Autauga County. Oh, we had a good session today, and look at that. I'm fascinated by how they make these cakes. That's outstanding. But 6th graders are great. They are so good. They love science. They love weather. We did some storm spotting. We talked about tornadoes, hurricanes, how we forecast the weather, weather observations, satellite, radar, much more. That's a great school with great teachers. So we get into these amazing 6th grade students at Marbury Middle School, home of the Bulldogs. Thanks a lot for a great visit earlier today. Hey, you guys are looking good. So tomorrow, going to be at Brooks Elementary up in Killen. Brooks is a great school. Looking forward to that. Oak Grove Elementary tomorrow. After that, in western Jefferson County. Wednesday, going to be at Central Elementary in Tuscaloosa. Thursday, Gardendale's First Baptist Church, their kindergarten program. Friday, DeArmonville Elementary School in Calhoun County. And be aware that we did have a book signing planned Saturday morning in Scottsboro. That is going to be postponed because of the severe weather threat. You just can't do an event like that when there's a severe weather event impending so close. So no book signing. We're going to reschedule the Scottsboro book signing for a Saturday in March. Once we find out the date, we'll let you know. And again, I was scheduled to be the MC of the Hoover High School Beauty Walk Saturday night. That probably will be an alternate person, too, as well. Looks like we'll be in the office working strong to severe storms. Hey, tonight's Weather Brains night. It's Monday night, the weekly show for weather dweebs, geeks, nerds, dorks, and weenies. 7 o'clock on the YouTube channel, Weather Brains YouTube channel, youtube.com/weatherbrains. Most people listen to the audio podcast. That'll be out late tonight. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.